all the WWE 2K26 game-changing news. Welcome to YeetMania, and make sure you subscribe to the channel because when we get 10,000 subscribers, we're giving away 3 copies of the game. But let's start off by looking at the WWE 2K26 roster updates. Tala Tonga, a humongous superstar who will make his debut in next year's edition of the game, recently joined WWE, so expect him to be in there alongside the insatiably beautiful Blake Monroe. Former AEW, now NXT superstar in her own right, expect her in WWE 2K26. We're also going to get TNA superstars like Joe Hendry. Do you believe that we're going to get Joe Hendry in 2K26? Let us know down below. And we could also be getting the likes of the Hardy Boys, who it's been heavily rumored have been scanned for WWE 2K26, and they're the current NXT Tag Team Champions. So it makes sense. We're also going to get AAA superstars like Mr. Iguana, who has been on WWE TV tagging with Lola Vice recently. Obviously, a deal has been struck there with TNA and AAA. And of course, that brings in the inspiration as well, who Billy Kay and Cassie Lee certainly would be a welcome return. And the big man himself, El Hijo del Vikingo from AAA. He's almost the face of the company. Expect him in WWE 2K26. We've also got the fan favorite AJ Lee, recently returned to WWE television, so expect her in 2K26. Let us know your favorite as well. Is your favorite going to be JC and Mateo? Then let us know down below. Part of the brand new Bloodline Solos faction, so he'll be in there. And we've also got Nikki Bella as well, returns this year as DLC, but expect her in WWE 2K26 from day one. And another TNA megastar, we've got Mike Santana. If you're a TNA fan or a AAA fan, you're gonna love WWE 2K26. And then the big man himself, the Beast, Brock Lesnar, of course, was added late in 2K25, but will be there from day one in 2K26. But let's move on to updated arenas. Now, all of these arenas are mods for 2K25, but expect them to be in WWE 2K26. These are from Rev Studios, so go and check him out on Discord or on YouTube. But this is such a good-looking Wrestlemania 41 arena. We got Cody Rhodes coming in. You've got the whole stage set up with the fans up there like they were in real life. But this really does make the game so much more enjoyable when you've got updated arenas. It makes the immersion so much better. And we're going to be talking about immersion as we go on through this video and how this new game-changing news really is going to make the next version of the game a must-buy. I know a lot of you have said that you were going to skip next year's edition of the game. I'd wait until you hear some news about it, though. But let us know what you think of these arenas. Next up, we have got the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis. This was from the Lucas Oil Stadium, and you can actually see the logos for that. You can see the giant window that they've got. They've actually got the curved stage entrance as well. Now, in this mod, the superstars start coming into the arena halfway down the ramp. But if WWE 2K26 add this arena, expect your superstars to walk out from the right and then curve down that ramp area as well. You can see the Wrestlemania sign up there as well. So these arenas that will be in WWE 2K26 are certainly the best that the game has to offer. Next up, we've got the Netflix edition of Raw as well. We've got the Fortnite, the Netflix, the Ryder season logos in the ring. We've got the smaller stage that WWE is now utilizing, which is absolutely terrific. And LA Knight walks out and you can just see the new Raw logos, you can see the Netflix logos, you can see the video screen at the top of the arena as well. It makes it a more intimate and a more fulfilling arena to actually do a battling with your superstars. But again, the biggest change is obviously the sponsors on the ring mats. But moving on, next we have got the Backlash Arena from St. Louis. Again, this, a little bit like the Netflix Raw Arena, was a smaller, more intimate arena. As you can see, the Titantron is nowhere near as big as it has been in previous games. As Charlotte Flair comes out, all of her graphics, her GFX are all on the screen there, and it looks true to life. It looks more realistic. When you're playing the game, you really feel like you're at the Backlash in St. Louis pay-per-view, or PLE as they are called now. Let us know what your favorite arena is as well down below. And don't forget, guys, to hit the subscribe button or we're going to hit you with a steel chair. But the next arena is the SmackDown arena in Las Vegas. Again, very similar to the Raw one. We do have the sponsor in the middle of the ring, and we've got that smaller Titantron as well. The lighting looks fantastic. Obviously the SmackDown logo around the arena, and as you see Asuka come out again, it just looks so much better than what we have in the game at the moment. And one of the biggest flaws with the WWE 2K games is that things get outdated very, very quickly, whether it be a superstar model or an arena. To actually have them being updated by 2K themselves throughout the game cycle would be pretty ingenious as well. They can even hide it behind a paywall. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section so that you can unlock them as you go. Next, we have got the SmackDown from Ryder, and this has the absolutely humongous Titantron. As you can see, Rhea Ripley coming out into the arena. This was obviously a humongous stadium that this was actually taken in, and WWE 2K games don't actually give you that option to have humongous stadium arena shows. Probably because we're still on current generation consoles, and I will talk about the state of the current gen consoles for WWE 2K games, because the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are really holding the franchise back, because we can't have these massive stadium tours. We can't have 1,000 Create a Wrestler slots because old generation is holding them back. But we'll talk about that later, as we now see the Wrestlemania 32 arena, which hasn't been in a game for a long time. And of course, we've got the screens there. We have got the arena, which is the biggest you can have. The stage just looks so spacious. You've obviously got all the decals up on the ceiling as well. And we'll see as Roman Reigns comes out just how realistic this looks. The Tribal Chief making his way into the arena. Just look at that stage ramp. Just look at the Titantron, the kind of like pyramid-shaped Titantron, even with the GFX behind that as well. So it really does make a wholesome, really game-changing arena to play in. A game-changing feature that we love to see. And as you can see, Roman slowly making his way into the arena. Just look how good this is. It really pops off the screen. The whole Roman Reigns fits perfectly into that Titantron. So let us know, guys, what arena, whether it be a brand new one or perhaps one from yesteryear that's not been in the game for a long time, let us know which one you want in the comment section down below. And just look at that arena. Look at that stage setup. It looks fantastic. It really does. But we are going to be moving on now, and we're going to be looking at WWE 2K26 improved graphics. Now, superstars in the game still do not look photorealistic. Well, some of them don't. Look at this Becky Lynch. We have the game version to the right, and then we have a modded version to the left. Of course, the modded version looks so much more realistic, and we're going to see a lot of examples of this. Lola Vice, who has infamously been known as one of the worst superstars in the game, just by graphical looks. The one to the left looks so much more like her. It has her hairstyle, it has her updated attire. Bayley is another one that just looks so outdated. She looks like an old lady to the right. She looks a bit like a witch. Then we have a modded version of her on the left, and it just looks so much more like her. So, do you think WWE 2K need to update their graphics, need to update their superstar models? Liv Morgan, game version to the right, mod to the left. The mods also look a lot more brighter, they look a lot more humanized and less ghoulish than the superstars that we currently have in the game. Next up is Cody Rhodes, those lifeless eyes on the right from the real game version, to a more sinister and upbeat looking Cody Rhodes in the mod to the left. Again, looks more colorful, looks more realistic, I believe. Next up, we have Sheamus, the worst looking WWE superstar in WWE 2K25. He looks like Morph, if you remember that TV show, the kids TV show. But that version to the left looks so much more like him, and that's from WWE 2K24. So what they did with 2K25, no one knows. Seth Rollins, although he does look like himself, the one to the left is him with his hair tied back as he enters the arena. Why don't we have that? Why don't we have versions where him and Roman Reigns have their hair tied back, and then when they go into the match, their hair's back into normal. WWE 2K26 cover stars. It has been heavily rumored, and there is circulation going around online, that we are finally getting an Undertaker showcase, which means we will get artwork with the Undertaker on for 2K26. A lot of people are clamoring for a D-Generation X or a Triple H showcase, so potentially we could be getting Triple H as a cover star. How awesome would that be? Next up, we are also looking at potentially getting a Randy Orton showcase, and having Randy Orton on the cover would be absolutely refreshing. He's not been on there for a long time, so to have Randy Orton would be a fantastic avenue to go down. Next up, Rhea Ripley is obviously one of the most dominant female superstars in the franchise at the moment and on television, so we could potentially be getting Rhea Ripley as a cover star. Again, let us know who you would like on the cover. Jey Uso, the main event, has been hitting our TV screens really hard recently, and having an addition with him on there could be fantastic. It could be the Ultimate Edition, or maybe even a Yeet Edition. CM Punk is one of the heavy favorites to be on the cover of WWE 2K26. The prodigal son returned home this year, and it would be fantastic to have him on the cover, which is the one I'm expecting. WWE 2K26 Road to Wrestlemania. That is right, the game mode that hasn't been in a WWE 2K game for a long time, which pits you taking on any superstar or using your own created superstar to really enjoy the road to Wrestlemania. We start off of the week after Wrestlemania, where we then get into various different hijinks, forming allies, creating enemies, going on title runs, and then it all culminates in a Wrestlemania showdown. Whether that's as a tag team champion, whether that's as the world heavyweight champion, or whether that's as maybe still being a mid-carder trying to earn your opportunity. The Road to Wrestlemania really is a game mode where all WWE fans get to truly live out their own road to Wrestlemania. Remember when we could do the tribute to the troops? Remember when we could do so many different things that the game doesn't allow us to do now, like form rivalries. And we will be talking about the universe mode later on in this episode as well. But having the ability to really create WWE in your own image, to create your own very wrestling world to live in, that is what WWE fans really want. And there have been rumors that the Road to Wrestlemania may return at the expense of the showcase mode being removed. Now, I'm all for this because the showcase mode, although it has been well received and it is a great way to unlock things, I want to play my own version of WWE within these games. I want my own road to WrestleMania without having to worry about the rest of the roster, the rest of the show, which you do in universe mode. That's more of a sandbox game. This is more of a compelling, story-driven, arcadey type version. Again, you can go backstage, you would have access to locker rooms, you would have access to the general manager's office, heck, you would even have access to the outside world. As you can see, Rey Mysterio here is in some kind of bar or club, having the ability to really take wrestling not just to an island, because I thought the island was actually pretty crap myself, but in the realms of the neighboring arena, or the neighboring world outside of the arena, to the street outside of the arena, but being able to have contract signings against superstars of your choice, starting a rivalry against any superstar. So you could be controlling John Cena, setting up a rivalry with, I don't know, Roman Reigns, and then it all culminates in this big WrestleMania moment where it could be in the main event, or it could just be one of the matches on display at that WrestleMania, which of course would be WrestleMania 41 in next year's edition of the game. But this really is a way that WWE fans can truly invigorate not only their own custom superstar, but any superstar on the roster. If you wanted to be, I don't know, Kane, and relive a Kane storyline, choose Kane, and then you get to kind of maybe traverse your way to a World Championship heavyweight slot at WrestleMania, alongside making allies with The Undertaker and making enemies such as Triple H and Stone Cold, or perhaps maybe more regular superstars on TV these days like LA Knight or CM Punk. Again, I wouldn't expect voiceovers in this, although it would be lovely, but that's Road to WrestleMania. The Universe mode for WWE 2K26, a better promo system. So we know that promos returned in WWE 2K25, but in a really kind of minimal way. Yes, your superstar will talk in the ring, but how about moving those promos to other areas of the arena, to the parking lot, to the backstage area, perhaps having a promo where you meet up with an ally and you have a discussion and you can choose kind of what you want to do. Yes, get involved in my match tonight. No, stay away. What about promo classics like the infamous pipe bomb? What about having a promo like that? Or having multi-team promos, as you can see, taken from My Rise, Kevin Owens, Bayley, and Roxanne Perez. What about having different interactions, perhaps maybe in Triple H's office, have a promo with him about wanting a title shot? What about having it perhaps at the merch store, which is backstage? All of these different areas and avenues would make promos so much more realistic and so much more enjoyable within WWE 2K26. Moving on to a Universe Mode draft system. Yes, taking inspiration here from MyGM. Why don't we start Universe Mode off with a draft? We get to actually move the superstars ourselves beforehand, and then we actually get to watch the draft play out for Raw, NXT, SmackDown, or your own created show. The likes of Triple H or all the other general managers, such as Nick Aldis or Adam Pearce. Perhaps you could even have The Rock's daughter, come out and actually introduce superstars, and then they come out. A living WWE 2K26 universe. Yes, let's bring this back. Let's make matches mean something. You can play a lot of matches, but your superstars' wins or losses don't really mean anything. Bring back the power rankings where you can actually wrestle for a #1 contenders shot. Get superstars their own titles. A plethora of titles will be in the game, so let's have #1 contender matches for this. Bring back injuries and actually have the injuries mean something where you can't control that superstar for 4 weeks, 4 months, a year. Make it random, make it uncontrollable, so it happens and the user doesn't actually have any input. Again, I'm not suggesting you make this regular. This could be like once in a blue moon. Use an algorithm and it happens, once every 1,000 things. What do you think about this video? What do you think about all of this WWE 2K26 news? Please let us know, and remember to subscribe to the channel because we will be giving away a free copy of WWE, free copies of 2K26.